Hi guys, Gaming Bear here. Right, the end of the last episode, I had to cut it short because it was an hour and a minute longer, and I hadn't realised. It was like, oh heck, it's the time. So yes, so down in British Malaya, we're going in to capture the last areas. We've captured the capital here. We're sealing this all off, so that's looking good. Moving the forces up to up along the border here, ready to push in, so make sure they're all allocated and ready to start battling their way up. We're getting a casus belli against them. At the same time, we've got these forces pushing down towards right the way through the French zone here, towards the port to capture everything on the way. I've got a couple of different pockets. This one, which we've only recently sealed in, very neat. Small pocket here, which is. It's not going to last long, but they're on a hill, so I'm going to leave it for a little bit to until we go in, and I'm sending this unit up this mechanized unit through towards the port. And thinking about mechanized units, as you'll have a look, we've got no template for medium tanks and Toda anti-tank. We've only just started building the medium unit, so oops. So I'm going to alter this, the Riodan unit, 20 width, and it's got light tanks in at the moment. Let's have a look at, if we put a medium tank in, that'll go up to 22. Medium tanks, well, we only have one in storage, and so we'll work with that. It will put up to 22 combat width, but that 22 combat width will work with the commanders that we have to basically our field marshal. He can allow the additional 10%. So that this unit, set up as is a very, very tough tank, tough unit for use with field marshals. So 5 units of infantry, or else we'll go up with motorised infantry when that's sorted out. 2 light tanks, medium tank, and at the moment 3 motorised units. So this is going to be a faster unit. I'm going to switch the light the normal infantry over to motorised, and increase it to work with medium tanks. So this unit will become our medium tank unit, with the other faster unit, this unit here, as just being our fast unit, which has just got motorised infantry and light tanks. Very fast, even though the terrain is having terrible, causing terrible problems. 4 kmh in this terrain is about 3 times faster than anything else. So yeah, bogged down. October 1939. Not quite. Still doing 4 kmh. Still going as fast as foot troops, even in good days. So that's that situation. Let's push him through to there. They've got tanks. Okay. Let's push him through to there instead. Right. We've been producing anti-tank units. These are the first tanks we've encountered. But I want them to become short of supply. Now what's happened here? Attrition. Okay. Let's get him pushing into the plains. It'll make it easier to get through. Into the plains there. Prevent these guys from breaking out. Let's have a look at everything that's going on. Now, resistance. I'm moving these units into place. Let's move him down to there. Where's he going? Okay, they're going into this zone to help put down the rebellion. And I'm going to grab one of those units, create a new area there, and allocate him to that section there. So we've got a couple of units in here to help put down the rebellion, which is starting to pick up. So we'll deal with that. With units coming in to move, you've got 2 units on their way to put down the rebellion there, and units here and here which are going to be in to stop the rebellion there. Now what's happening? A couple of their destroyers are trying to get distract us. Now we've got 5 destroyers which will be having assistant order. Let's get a commander in charge of that. Let's put Yamamoto in charge of that small unit to give them the most bonuses they can get. So we'll see how that goes. A light cruiser against 5 destroyers with the torpedoes, and let's ensure, they've got a good, that they're just going to wreck that unit. So we've captured this zone. We're pushing in. Let's get him sealing that. Get him through to there. They're pushing in that way. We'll get him pushing in and down there, encircling that army. That's looking good. Let's pause and see what's happening. We're almost down to the French port. Fabulous. And I'm going to send them across country, them down to there, and him down to there. We're searching for the airfield. And I'm going to send him up to the border there to deal with that. So these battles are going incredibly nicely. We're moving in. They're trying to attack out, and well, we just have to hold. A bit like the Roman situation against the Celts. Let's have a look. How is this going? Forces, they're here suppressing. Let's do a proper job. Let's just grab the cavalry units from these. A couple of cavalry units, and we'll just plonk them straight on top of the zones that have the issues. So these units, suppression, doesn't have to be a good general. Let's put him in charge and go for suppression. Just suppressing. Okay, we need 3 units for that. 4. Make sure we've got all of this covered. 5. 6. The rest of it is looking okay, so we need 6 units. And always just keep checking to make sure, double check. Yep, 6 units. So these guys, cut it in half and add those guys to that. Let's go for real suppression. Real suppression, boom. That'll sort those problems out, and then we can reallocate any additional troops. We'll just get those guys organising. I've got a mini invasion here. I've got a second one. These forces are moving up to be able to attack there. These guys are coming in from behind to distract them. Well, attack them from behind while they're being invaded. These guys are pinned in place, so there we need to just get in, capture. I've got these guys. Oh, they should be going down through there to capture the mountains. Capture the port through the mountains. So that's that dealt with. We've got these guys. Okay. Oh yes, battles here. What happened? We had a bit of a. Oh dear, we lost a few planes. But I would think because of the battleships and these, I think they ran away. So even though it says we lost, I think they ran away. Yeah, just got an inkling about that, you know. Let's have a look down here. Yep, that's going on. So back to this situation. Yeah, the French is involved. So they may have sent troops in this way, which is a high possibility. So if I can push in, seal off this border, because that's the That'll be the border tied in. Basically, they'll be able to get out through the British zone, but if we can stop them getting more supplies in, that'll mean the French will die off as well as these troops. And by pushing him up, we can take the ports and prevent them from landing any more troops. Now here, okay, we've been moving all of our troops through, which is looking good. Oh yes, and I was thinking about we need more. We need mountain troops, so I was going to equip the mountain troops with anti-tank weapons, just as something interesting. That's it. We're pushing through with them. Let's move him through to there to seal that. Let's look for any gaps in the lines where we can just take it to them, stretch them. He's trying to break through. Let's move. Oops. Oh, come on. Keep them there. Him. Move. Oh, no. Just stop it. Just him. That's it. Okay. He's holding that zone. We're pinning them in place. He's trying to fight through, but we take that. And in fact, if I move him into there to stop him from attacking, and then we're creating more of a pinning force there. Who's attacking them? They're attacking across the river, which is good. Not so good for them. It's good for us. That's it. Keep it rocking and rolling. I think it's about time to go in. That's it. In, and in. We take that. That's looking really good. Something's happened. Lots of beeping. Fall of Paris. Ooh. France has capitulated. Wow. We have gained 50% of the weapons because of fighting against the French. Almost 1,000 quite nice weapons and 482 anti-tank guns. Wow. 50% of the battle score. Let's have a look. Right, we have 50%, yeah. 50% in our favour. Let's have a look at the other battle. Well, that's just amazing. Well, not amazing, but it's going so well. 68,000 we've lost, and China has lost 1.3 million men. That's just... wow. What's that, 5%? Something like that? 5%, 1 in 20 of what they've lost. Now down here, we lost some 5 submarines. Oh my goodness, against their convoys. Oh, mind you, they did have they did have support. Now here, okay, great. We're going in against their. We've caught who's it? HMS Illustrious on our own. Oh dear, that's not going to go well for the old girl. Great, it's now going our way. The invasion is good. We're coming in to take the port. These guys are pushing in. Soon he'll be cut off. That's been dealt with. So I'm going to move them up to there. Take that annoying little bit of land that should have fallen to us but didn't. So I move them along the coast to there. Move him into just him, just you into there, him into there, and we'll seal that on the way through. Let's get him down into there with this cavalry brigade pushing down to the water. That's it. They've escaped. So we just need to come in, cut them off, take the port. They won't be getting any supplies anyway. And what are they trying to do? They're trying to land? No. Naval combat. Let's check this out. Yep, there's that one underway. Additional combat up here. Ah, yes. Great. Those destroyers that we had, they're trying to run away, and the rest of our fleet has just arrived And we've got improved logistics. Fantastic. October 1939. Right. To improve the situation, recon. This better preparation. Very, very nice. That will help improve our... before I do that, let's see if there's something else we need. 1940. Coming out to 1940. Now, we need improved ships. I really want this improved unit. Now, let's have a look. What else can we do? Those are looking good. Now, production. Those are going nicely. Let's check the logistics. The numbers are looking good. But more production of everything will be, extra production is very, very good. But the overall, overall research, let's have a look now. This medium infantry, the medium tanks, it's nice to have this setup ready. It is actually really, really nice. We don't have anti-tank guns. We're producing these better. Artillery. Okay, I'm just thinking it through in my head. Now, motorized organization. The breakthrough, and then coming down to the lowered supply consumption, night attacks. Better organization, and then infiltration in depth, improved recon. That's very, very nice. The improved recon for our troops will make a big difference. And as this is where we're going, let's get the infantry offence out of the way, because we're going to be going against more of the British, the French and the Raj, and they have better armies. Whereas we are we're caught between the two. We've got, in some ways, we have better options. We've got more options, but it means that in some ways we're a little bit behind the Allies. That's it. Let's hold. In fact, no. Keep pushing. We'll head up there, take them out. That's it. We're pushing our way through. He's captured you into there. That's it. Take that zone. Seal these guys in. Make it harder for them to escape. That's almost gone. That's almost another pocket we've just created. In fact, if I push him through to there instead, that will create a new pocket. What's it got in its pockets? Now, let's have a look at the recruitment side. These units are coming in very quickly. Well, we need them on board even quicker. Right, these units, let's get them allocated to this front invasion zone. The sooner, if I can get them out now, then they're green, but they'll be able to start taking to hold and to have and to take. Basically, I'm just going to send them leapfrogging through the British Islands, not the British Isles, the British Islands. Oh dear, they attacked us. They've attacked us. Really? Really? They want to send a division. Thank you for your assistance, but no. No need. Now what is happening? New wings. Okay. AN4s. Let's bump the number of fighters up. That'll assist us. That'll just help us, give us more control. Okay. Numbers of troops, we'll get them into the front line. In fact, I'm going to have to create a new suppression unit, anti-suppression unit. So let's go to the recruitment, come on, and look for the best one we've got. That's not a bad unit at all. 12 suppression. bit of a cost, but they're useful in a lot of different situations. Got the logistics sorted. The rest we can cope with. Now, thinking about it, these cavalry brigades, that's less men, 6 suppression. Let's start getting some of those guys in. Very, very basic. And it'll help us when we go to war with, well, anybody. They're coming in through there, and I want to get them into the front island assault. These guys, yes, they'll be allocated up here, the same as those and those. Get them all allocated. 1 into that suppression. The next, so we've got 3 different suppression fronts. So we've got 3 different generals, and we can work with 3 different aspects of the front lines just by having those guys. Oh, and let's sort out the numbers. So let's go for 3 units or so of each of these, and just keep. Oh, that'll. Oh, let's go for 4, may as well. Why not? Get those bumping through. Let's check the rest of it. That's coming through. Lots of our units. That's looking good. Very hard units, and we're keeping these specials just constantly coming through. Now we're short of medium tanks for this unit, but hey, that will sort itself out. Now let's look at the production side. More factories. We need more factories, and we're going to need radar stations. Imperative. So additional factories. Let's get that sorted. And I'll show you why I'm putting the factories into their countries. So that's that sorted. So let's have a look. And if we come into manage subjects, as we're getting troops from these guys, so click on the numbers. There we go. His contribution to the war plus 1.44, but the master's building minus 145. So it's going down by about 143 by us building in their province. For us here, war score 38. Subject exporting 89. So we're looking about 120. But by building in the country, we're reducing that by about 240 on the other side of it. So in total. So that's why I'm building in their country, so we can move them to be we can annex them completely and turn them from a rice commissariat to being under our thumb more. So that's something that you can do. But if it goes the other way, they can get their own autonomy. So that's the reason to build stuff in their areas, while you're still actually taking units from them. Oh, look at those poor light cruisers. So we'll let that just operate. These guys are moving into position. Let's have a look. It speaks to the future belongs to Japan. Yes. You do know that, guys. You're ours. Let's move him right the way down so we can see. Let's check out the other unit. Let's get him through, right the way through to there. Him up to the border. Him right the way through to there. Actually, let's hold him there on the border. You through to there. You come through the mountain. Oh, come on. With them going through to there. Large areas there where we can land. Now, I've got some interesting ideas So these units, let's head to where these guys are. Great, they're on their way. Now they're going to be landing here, assault force wise, but I want to actually split some of these guys. Let's put a new commander in front of this, better commander, and these Marines, I'm going to split off 3 units, and I want the best one, and those 2, let's move them into a separate section with that out of let's get him in. Now you're probably thinking, Gaming Bear, what are you doing? Well, I'm preparing to start leapfrogging. So let's get them from there. First leapfrog. Take the island here. Boom. In, take it, leapfrog from there through to the next island. So we're going to need some ships in to control it. So let's have a look at the naval situation. We have control of the area already. We've got the subgroup in. Now we need more. I'm going to need better ships in to join it. So let's have a look at the deployment side and the production side. Just look at the ships. And let's find the right one. A Saga. Java subgroup 2. Java subgroup 2. Java subgroup 2. Cool. And these guys will go in and assist. Now, numbers wise, Navy experience, these are Zashios. Let's see what we can do. So we've got the light Mark IIs coming in. Let's look at the details. Speed wise 32.4. These guys 36. So fast moving units. But I want something a little bit faster so we can actually deal with the enemy destroyers. So let's look at the production side. Come on. The Zasio Mark II. Let's edit that. Now, speed-wise, so I just need a few that are a little bit faster. 37 knots. Evasion is better. Better range. Actually, it's not. There's nothing wrong at all with this version. 25 points. Let's check out. That is very, very, very nice, actually. 38 knots. Before we do that, let's go to the this side of things. Look at the future ships and see where the top. There we go. The level 3. Let's check the speed. So we look for the standard speed, 38 knots. So 38 knots and evasion of 88, and that's with these bonuses. So 38 knots. By having a 38.1 knots, even though we haven't got the evasion, we've got improved range and just that little bit extra. So if they're producing destroyers with 38 knots, we've got 38.1. We can catch up with their destroyers, their fastest moving craft, and take them to pieces. So can you see what I'm doing here? So that's the reason. Now, anti-air. Let's have a look. 2. It's not great, but anti-air for the destroyers. Actually, I'm going to save the point. Actually, really? Yeah, because these destroyers get attacked by carriers. Carriers go for them. The engines help these guys to survive. Anti-air also helps because the carriers send their planes out to destroy these poor destroyers. Do we have enough points? Okay. Speed 38.8. Evasion nicely improved. Do we have enough points for the rest? How far can we bump the speed? Yes, we can put it up to speed 5. 41.4 knots. What speed for? 40.3. 88 knots. That means these have got the same evasion as the level 3 as the 1940 destroyers, and basically we'll be producing units that are that fast with the same evasion but even faster now in 1939. So yes, let's go for fast. Boom, fast one. Yes. So that's that organised. So we go back to the production side and click these in. Fast destroyers. Move them up to there. Oops. And we'll just do all of that production. Just finish one more, and then get the others into the Java subgroup 2 to all get them in together. These light cruisers, they're going to assist with them, but these new destroyers, the Mark II specials, like the Panzer Mark IV specials, will have a big impact on the battle. So that we'll let that operate. So yes, they've got the invasion going in. We'll take this. These units will come in and assist. Now we need to. I have a number of units down here. That carrier group. Oh, we need to get some of these guys repairing. Yeah, definitely. You. Let's get them repairing, especially the carrier. Let's get them repairing now. And I need them. We do need the central zone. That's a tricky one. We'll just get them repairing at the moment. We need a new force incoming. We need to get Taiwan Battle Group. They're covering that side. We're seriously going to have to move a new unit in. This Java carrier group is the same one. These units, right, they're covering that zone. We will see how the invasion goes. I do feel like we need some of these guys in to assist. Let's send them to repair. And okay, let's reorganize where they're operating. So South China Sea, Straits, and the Bay of Bengal, and that gives me a little bit more a feeling of happiness. And let's put the Admiral in to assist with that group. Boom. Okay, I feel happier about the invasion now. No, I don't want you to attack them. You stay there. These guys push down. You take the port. You move in, capture that zone. That's going the other way. Now, let's split that in two. Two of you guys move up there, capture the airfield, and come in behind them. This unit into there. We need you to go, go, go. As soon as he's ready, he's going to head off and come and assist. We're losing with that, but hey, it's... In fact, let's change it from a field marshal to... Let's get the best general in for now. Let's get him in to assist and just give us the edge in the battle. That's it. We're losing. Come on, that's it. Keep it going. 10 days. That'll give us a little bit longer to get some troops in and to assist. That's it. You carry on pushing through to get there first. and we'll deal with that. Just you, come on. You push in there, you go in there, those guys pushing down. We need to take the port. Basically, these guys are in trouble. Really? I know. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Right, yeah, we seriously need this. We need those 250 points to assist us. This free French zone, he's moving down. Let's send him up to there. You, on the other hand, one of you, just one of you, there. The other one to there. Well, we can move the other guy down. We'll send him to there, and then we can send him down through the country. We've got the port, which is good. Let's check for resources. What else is there we can take? Well, we can push those guys up to the border, right the way through, ready to come into Bangkok. Overland this way with a twin-pronged attack. These guys from below and the other guys from the other side, you know. So we'll see what happens with that. Now that invasion force, how is it looking? 21 days. Let's allocate them to that. 3 days. Well, something's gone weird. Let's look at this battle situation. Oh, that's it. Well, over by the time we got there. Cool. These guys are pushing through. I need to hold. You hold there while we're waiting. You hold there so we can just allow these units to catch up. Otherwise, we're going to get our units are going to get cut off, and that's why we need the general. Let's get him in for the moment. Actually, let's get the field marshal in, and that'll mean we can use those 22 width units more effectively. We need those guys. We need more guys in the front line. Let's have a look at the recruitment side. Yeah, we definitely need basic units. Now, these units are very basic. Let's have a look. How much equipment? 0.28 supply use. They're pretty... and let's just get some of those trained. Let's just train 20 units or so. And then just pump them straight into the front line so it can be the numerous and the few. And these are definitely going to be the few. And they owe us big. If they ever want to get away from being under our thumb. So 20 units, 15 units, yeah, 15 by 2, a 4, yeah, actually let's bump it up to 5, so that will give us a nice number of units, and then we'll get them into this front line, boom, straight under him, and organising and taking them to pieces. Let's have a look at this situation, see if there's somewhere else we can push, any areas we can close. Great, they've just sealed that pocket. Fabulous. They're pushing through, and that's looking really good. Any new units? Let's have a look. Just the anti-tank, towed anti-tank. Now, I keep forgetting about the mountain troops. So what's happening here? Oh, the French have pushed out. Oh dear, one light cruiser. Yeah. That's not going to work out, I don't think. That's not going to work out for you. And this force, let's get that changed to... In fact, I quite like that. That's it. Let's go with the anchor. 3 of 21 days. Well, as soon as they're ready, go. They are trying to land some units. We don't really want you to do that. That's it. You take that. You seal that in place. You move into there. We just surround these guys. That's it. We cut them off. Brilliant. And let's get them into this section. Surround these units in the port. These guys, let's just get those guys into there. Surround them. And we'll wait for them to wear out. These guys, that's it. You go in to assist. Him. Reserve. Hold on. Pause. What is Island Reserve? Okay. Ah, yes. Let's look at the numbers. So he's just guarding the ports. Yeah. So we're going to need more units. So he needs 29 units. So yeah, we do need more units for that. And he's just guarding the ports at the moment. We need more units. Let's have a look. That's it. That's nearly done. They're working through, but we've almost captured it just by changing generals. You know, it's a good general is that vital. Really is. So keep it rocking and rolling. Sealing this off. Moving in. Finding their airfield. You into that. Oh, come on. And let's set up front line. Oh, to there. They've declared national France's war against the Free France. Okay. And let's get some of these guys in on this front and get an offensive line through straight down to Bangkok to deal with them from this side. Cool. That's looking good. And similarly... oh, well, we have to take it first. And from this side, we'll go through attacking Bangkok from there. So, that's looking good. The armistice at campaign, that's it. The war is over in Europe, in France. So let's go and have a look. Oh, look at that. When it happens, it happens. It's so quick. And we've got some units which are... we need some more divisions here. So, he's guarding that area. We need... okay, there... we need more units in there. And let's make sure that the zone's garrisoned. Okay, double check. That's that done. This area as well. That's that. Any other areas that need assistance, we get them into there as well. Any more for any more? No, that's looking good. Cool. And we just let them do their thing. Cool. Let them deal with that side of things. These guys are moving in. They have no supply. Their tanks are going to be gone. But then we need more troops in. We need them in. Just move them through. Him through to there. Him through that side. In fact, the quickest way through to there. They're going to be in a bit of trouble. If the Raj attack, those guys in the mountains will need assistance. So let's move them down to keep this corridor open. Them through to there to make sure that that corridor is wide enough. Them into there, seal that up, and those guys in, ready for that line there. Let's have a look. Can we declare war? Not yet. How long? 22nd of November, so 20 days, and it will be possible. So keep it rocking and rolling. Now back to China. These guys are seriously cut off. More units incoming. Fight of Rudolf Hess. He didn't die. He flew alone across the North Sea, taking care to stay out of radar range before veering west towards Britain. Cool. That's so nice to see you, old chap. Great. They're moving into position. These units, there's a bit of attrition. And let's move him into there. This unit is being attacked. But I think it's time that you now push through. Mountainous hills, that's flatter, so we'll move through to there. Deal with that. These units, 15% attrition, we'll wait for it to get to about 20%. They're pushing in to help close that up, and that's it, that's going neatly. Keep it rocking and rolling. Keep the troops on their way through. Let's speed this up, get that underway. What's happening? Okay, we've got light cruisers going in. They've got the advantage at the moment. They're trying to stop at that. They're running away. Now, when we have those faster destroyers, we will be able to catch the heavy cruisers, the destroyers, and then follow up with the rest of our troops and ships like the heavy cruisers. Let's slow that down just in case there are any issues. 7 destroyers and light cruiser. Let's see how they fare. Actually, I want to get some more ships in. We've got this battle going on. Are these guys, where are they coming? Right, that unit, I need them there. Let's get in and search and destroy. Straight in as soon as you can. That's it, you guys go in. So we need that underway. We just need to be able to destroy them. 5 destroyers. We need assistance, boys. We need assistance. This is why we're going to have to organise more ports. So construction-wise, that's sorting itself out. We've got the organisation of the ports to allow us to get equipment through, but we need more production facilities. So we've lost Shanghai. Let's get that straight to the top. That's vital. They've seriously been giving our zones a kicking. So let's get those dealt with as quickly as we can. Let's look at the trade side. 16 oil. Now we're importing oil. Let's check. So from Iran, we don't need it, and it's dragging down our convoys and making us a little bit vulnerable. And as we don't need it, we'll get 1 factory back. So yeah, keep that rocking and rolling. That's it. They're surrounded. These guys are moving in. We're getting ready to attack. Those guys are moving in, and this force, these guys are repairing. So we need them repaired as soon as they can. They'll be back in their original groups when they're ready. And down here, what's happening? Great. They're trying to send forces. They're trying to escape. We've pushed in, and what's happened with our units? Okay, let's move him, just him, into there. Now, what is happening with the rest of our troops? We've got these guys in place. Let's get an attack order into there. These units, let's set up the front. That's what's happened. So, and then attacking into there. those guys in that front, and we've got them pinned between a rock and a hard place. That's fine, I like the sound of that. They're going to move in, take that, that's fine. Right, they're in the real suppression side. Okay, well they're going to go where they're needed. Cool, and keep chipping away. So that guy was moving up to there where we need him. Now let's look at the logistics side. So weapons wise, let's look in. So some stored. The numbers are coming on very nicely. So keeping on producing both of these units, very useful. Almost 1,000 units. We're losing 180 weapons per day, so we definitely need more production. So construction wise, factories. Do you have any more factories? I don't think we do. We've produced. Ah, there we go. Let's get those up to the top, just below the repairs that we need to do. So move that up first, that second, that third, and the Shanghai port, very vital. Nanning factory to assist with us producing even more stuff in the background, and then we will let's get that down below those two factories. Cool, that looks good. In fact, let's bump that up and move that down below the port. Okay, that's little things like this that you need to do and keep an eye on. Now let's check the fuel situation before I move additional units in. That's looking good. Supplies are looking good. Yep. So we can move planes in. What do we have available? Improved close air support. Oh yeah, nice. So get them straight in. Local attack sorted. That'll make a big difference. Let's look at the air power. Oh, total complete air power. 1.8 damage. So we can put more guys in. What do we have? Let's go for an additional 10 units. That'll help us with the tanks they're sending in. Cool. So I think that will go very neatly. How's it looking down here? Okay, and then, well, air power. That's looking pretty good. Over here, ooh, that's not so good. 58%. We didn't lose any planes, but yeah, we've only. Let's have a look. So we need more control. Otherwise, well, we just can't carry out our missions, and they're sending through from here. So let's see what we have fighter-wise. Naval bombers, improve interwar fighters. Let's increase that by the one that we have in storage. That's that sorted, and we have about 20 or so additional fighters, but they're not actually coming in to assist. Okay, so let's get some of those fighters. Do we have any normal ones? Yeah. Boom, let's get those into there. That'll help us to fight off the enemy. And turn this green. That's what we need, and then allow our planes to do their job. Let's have a look at the naval side. They are seriously trying to land the French, trying to help. Well, we really don't want you to do that, Sunshine. That's all looking good. Oh, we need them to be followed. Let's have a look. carrier fighters, naval bombers. These guys need close air support. And we don't have so much close air support, but let's just bump up the numbers of support. Let's drop that to that sort of a level. How are we looking? So we're still one too many. $55 and $56. Okay, that's that sorted. Now here, better planes. And let's bump that up by 5. Cool, we'll let those get into position. That will definitely help the situation. Give us more air superiority, and to make sure it's all, that's it. Those are all tied in, doing their business. Okay. Oh, goodness, I've just noticed the time. Wow, where does the time go? So we're going in, dealing with those zones. We're getting ready. Ooh, they've got tanks in place. Right, we're going to need some anti-tank units, otherwise we are in serious trouble. Down here, well, we're dealing with them. So thank you for watching, guys. Wow, now we have the reason for, let's have a look, anti-tank guns, 37 units. Okay. We now need to start producing more anti-tank units and the anti-tank version of the normal tanks, or just start sending them in on these invasions. And now we know, because the French have got those really good tanks. So we'll get something in place to sort those guys out while we're destroying the French over here. You know, oh dear, it is what it is. So see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers, guys. See ya.